The March 2030 election just weeks away. Voters in Baker have several races on their ballot with 4 people running for mayor. Former City Councilwoman and former school board member Doris Alexander is one of them. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for asking me.
Well, let's jump right into it. What separates you from the other 3 candidates that's running for mayor of Baker?
Well, as an ex-union, retired union person, I came up through the ranks. I started off as a school board, and then I moved up to the council. So the next promotion, hopefully, would be the mayor. So I'm not sure if there's anyone else who's running for mayor, came up through the ranks as I did. That's one separation I have. The other separation, I think, is the fact that I have been so active in participating in many organizations within the community. I don't know how much you know about Baker. Baker's a small community, about 12 or 13,000. But if you Google us, we are one of the we're number 1 in terms of safety. Let me get that out there. Yeah, get that out there quick. That report, yes. You're going to establish that. But then when you look at the median income of persons in Baker and the educational background of the persons in Baker and most of the constituents in Baker, it's up there. It may be the highest in terms of predominantly Black community of anywhere in Louisiana. And so when that, I think, set me apart, because I want to show other young people, because coming up in the community, particularly young ladies, because I wrote a book about my life, right, about my life, and I started off very young. I mean, extremely young. But I kind of want to show them that you can move, because you make a bad decision, you can move from down here and you can move from up here if you got the spiritual, put God first, family, and the community support. I always had that support in Baker when I started off working as a substance abuse counselor with community advancement. We were kind of getting low on funds. I went to Baker Council and asked them to help us. Pete Honey got his whole council and came down to community advancement and said, we'll take the program. But we didn't have to go there.
So obviously, you have experience working in the public sector.
Right.
But what is it that you would like to change? Is there a policy or program or something that you would implement if you are elected mayor?
If I'm elected mayor, and I have to check this out and see if we can do this, but I think we need I would say a city administrator. The mayor has a lot to do. I think it would be great if he could focus, so we could focus on, I don't want to say kissing babies, cutting rivers, and going to funerals and just do community stuff, but have an administrator, someone who can recruit and ask for funds, someone who can recruit businesses and see that we bring the best businesses to Baker. Now, we're a small community, so we can't do a lot, with business. One of the things I like to see us do, because of the description I just gave you about Baker educational and also economic status individually, I would like to see us focus on the arts.
The arts.
Is
that something that voters have told you they're wanting for?
Yes.
Or what issues that voters have expressed to you?
Yes, about the arts.
Okay.
Having the arts, because when I first moved to Baker, we had this theater. It was down the street from me, and I would take my children and my grandchildren there, and get them involved in theater, get them involved in writing, get them involved in dancing and jazz. And then we have this, the Leland College. It's right across the track from us. That was the first predominantly Black college, I think, here in East Baton Rouge Parish, along with Southern University.
So, of course, you're running as a Democrat. The current mayor, of course, is also a Democrat.
Right.
So what would you say to someone is, why, as a Democrat, run against the incumbent?
I think because I would like to see, I have a different view. I have some ideas that I like to see expressed. I'm a Democrat, but I vote issues.
You vote on issues?
I vote issues.
Okay.
Right. Just because I'm a Democrat, you know, I vote issues.
Okay.
I have 5 children. What does that tell you? I vote issues.
You vote on issues.
Okay. Yeah, I vote issues.